Hello, vinyl community. Well, a while back, I asked for your recommendations, and you guys gave me some good recommendations. There were actually some that I already had. Just a couple of examples. Someone recommended Derek Higgins' Flyover. I already have that. Someone else recommended It's a Beautiful Day, and that's actually in probably my either in or very close to my top 10 albums of all time. Fantastic. So it was a good recommendation, but um, I do want to give a special thank you to Bev at Clarkovision and Chad at Chad's Music Stuff for actually making videos and trying to describe the music to me. And another thank you to Cody Johnson, who didn't make a video but linked to the full album on YouTube. Right. Let's get down to it. So again, this was the requirements were an album available on vinyl for $25 or less, and the winner would receive a $10 Amazon gift card. So without further ado, the winner is Chad at Chad's Music Stuff. Yes, this is Ket Vector, figure 23. And just the way he described it, I suspected it would be up my alley. And then he went to the extent of actually playing several samples. So I had a really good feeling for the album, and that paired with his clear passion for this album, even though he's on the mellow side, he clearly has a passion for this album, and that came through. And yeah, I had to get it. I had to get it. So basically, this is a project of Jason Bennett. And before I get too far into my little description, be sure and check out his video, um, because yeah, obviously he has a much better description of it. He's more familiar with it, and so on and so forth. But Jason Bennett is the live drummer for Skinny Puppy and Ogre, and this definitely has some industrial. I wouldn't strictly call it industrial, but it definitely has an industrial feel or tone to it. It's actually a little more down tempo, mostly, and it's definitely dark and brooding and a little disturbing. It has some dreamlike qualities to it. Disturbing dream. Yeah, but that kind of thing is right up my alley, honestly. So this is like a great recommendation for me. I just from the first listen, I like it. So now, admittedly, I was listening to the CD, which has maybe 6 bonus tracks on it, and you can kind of tell when when the bonus tracks start, because um, the first bonus track is like it's kind of jarring, because it's like the first most upbeat song on the album, essentially. Um, but that part is not on the vinyl. On the vinyl, we have 9 tracks, and I think that's like 14 or 15, something like that. Um, right away, I felt more drawn to the instrumental tracks. The ones with vocals I still loved, but definitely more drawn to the instrumental tracks or the ones that had fewer vocals on them. Um, and definitely a standout track for me is Forgotten Time. That's the first instrumental track. Um, Nuova Epoca, that one, even though it's instrumental, it was perhaps the most straightforward, the least adventurous. So yeah, but a great album. So thank you again, Chad, for this recommendation. Um, it did, as I believe I mentioned, it came with the CD, just a little flimsy plastic sleeve, and a 4-panel booklet. And that's actually what I was listening to, just because I haven't cleaned the record yet. It's on black vinyl, and there's the label. Yeah. So, yeah, this was right up my alley. So, Chad, you will be getting a $10 Amazon gift card. You definitely scored with this one. There are some of the other recommendations that I do want to check out. I know Jeff had mentioned, I'm not remembering the name now, but an artist comparable to Jane Sibrey. So I will definitely be checking that out. But it's just Chad's description was so good. I couldn't resist. So anyway, thank you everybody for your recommendations. I really appreciate it. I have a lot of albums to go through and still check out on those, and maybe we'll do this again. Who knows? But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.